Hey everyone, welcome to Murder at the Funeral Home, where I share a story about a murder or murders that occurred at a funeral home somewhere in history. So this one is much recent, more so than any of them that I have done so far. And this gentleman was a member of, a lot of the Facebook groups we were in. And so kind of hits a little closer to home just because it's a current funeral director that I have been licensed in the time of. So for me, it's a little, more reality, I guess, just because I remember when this gentleman was killed. So this is the James Dixon murder. And this story happened recently, like I said, the early morning of Saturday, August 6th, 2022 in Indianapolis. So the owner of Dixon Memorial Chapel, Reverend James Dixon, was shot and killed outside his funeral home around 1:30 a.m. early morning hours. He had been on the phone with a fellow employee at the time, had been out just riding his motorcycle around, and this occurred. He had stopped at the funeral home for something. Police in the area actually witnessed the shooting, and they were able to immediately arrest two teenagers for murder and robbery, a truly senseless act that occurred. So WTHR News says that 18-year-old Jaquel Dixon thinks her father was out riding his motorcycle when he stopped at his business early Saturday, perhaps to get out of the rain. Two teenagers allegedly tried to rob him. Police say they were investigating recent violent crimes in the Haughville area when they witnessed the shooting. What are the chances of the police being there and actually witnessing it? I'm pretty blown away by that fact in this. I'm thankful for it, but yeah, it's amazing. His daughter said anybody who's known him, his kids, family, friends, everybody who's known him knows that he just was always here to help, always here to serve. Jaquel said, standing in front of the family business, the Dixon Memorial Chapel, she said, and that's one thing that has been helping me get through his passing. My dad was that kind of person. If they needed help with money or a job, he could help you. They didn't even give him the opportunity to. They just took it from him. My father really taught me a lot about forgiveness. I forgive them for their acts, believe it or not, but I will never forget. I had to forgive so that I can move on. But wait, it gets a little wilder. Around 10 p.m. on Friday, the evening before, a Mitsubishi SUV that the FBI was tracking as well, was on the move. People tracked the vehicle, and a special agent spotted it going north on Lafayette Road around 1:35 a.m. on Saturday, August 6th. The agent followed the vehicle to Bellevue Place. Now, the agent came up on the car and saw two people approach a man by a motorcycle. So this scenario, we've got Reverend Dixon on his motorcycle, stops in front of his funeral home randomly. You've got this vehicle with these two teenage kids coming up there. You got police who happen to be there scouting the area, and you have an FBI agent who is following this Mitsubishi SUV. This all converges at the same time. What are the chances? So the FBI agent sees 5 or 6 flashes from a gun and Dixon fall to the ground. The IMPD officer that was also tracking the car came upon it. He heard shots fired, saw the two suspects run to the Mitsubishi. The officer chased after the SUV while the FBI agent went to help Dixon. FBI agent, police. One of the suspects, 18-year-old Deshaun Wallace Carswell, got out of the passenger side door, put his gun down, and surrendered. The second suspect, 19-year-old Stacy Myron Fuller III, ran off, fired a single shot toward an unmarked police SUV. The bullet hit the windshield. The SUV then hit Fuller, who lost a shoe but continued running. They got him. They got them both. There's no question. There's so many witnesses in this. They said they were at the shooting scene while they were there, a coworker of Dixon showed up. She told them she was on the phone with him when everything happened. And according to court documents, she said she heard Dixon talking to someone. Then a person told Dixon to give them his wallet. She said Dixon twice denied having a wallet on him, and then they heard the gunshot. So a funeral was held on August 19th at Friendship Missionary Baptist Church for Reverend Dixon. Another one gone far, far too soon from our profession. This was a quick story for you of a murder at a funeral home, but one that hits a little closer to home because this is so recent for our profession to have lost someone. So thank you guys, and watch out for the next episode of Murder at a Funeral Home.